Today I'm going to be staining some butcher block countertops with 100% pure tung oil, and I'm going to show you what that process looks like. Here is the parts that I'll be using for this project. We've got the odorless mineral spirits. I'm going to be using that with the tung oil to thin it down. I'll be using this little bucket to mix that mineral spirits and the tung oil together. I got a little painter's tape just in case I want to tape off any of the cabinets. And then I'm going to put on some gloves while I'm doing it just to keep my hands a little more clean. And then we bought some staining pads and a paintbrush. I'm probably going to use the paintbrush more often than the staining pad, but we'll see how that goes as the project progresses. And then I've got a dirty old sock here. The dirty old sock is for buffing out the stain once I have it all set. So we'll go ahead and thin the tung oil down now, and it's going to be about a 1-to-1 ratio. So I'm just going to start off by putting about as much tung oil as I think I'll need in for this small kitchen area. That might be more than is needed, but if it is, I'm going to do several coats, so I'll probably use it up on a later coat. And I'm just eyeballing the ratio. So we've got about a ½ inch or so in the bottom of this container. So I'll put in about the same amount of mineral spirits into there as well. So you can see it made it nice and watery, so it'll apply really well. And then we're going to put on a liberal coat next. So I'm just working on the small kitchen area. There's the small slab over there, the butcher block, and this is Birch butcher block that I just bought at a large box store. I did take time to tape around the sink, but I'm not worried about the wall area because we will be putting a backsplash in there shortly. So if I get a little bit of stain on the backsplash area, that does not concern me. But if you've got any surfaces you don't want to get the oil on, make sure to tape and plastic around those areas. Well, we got a first coat on everything. It seemed to go down pretty well. You may have seen on the application part that I switched from using a brush to the applicator pad pretty quickly. I just noticed that the brush was going really slow. The brush seems like a good option, especially a smaller brush, a good option for smaller areas or any fine spots, little corners you have to get to. The application pad worked great for just getting a bunch of that stuff, a bunch of that oil on. And then you also might have seen, I just ended up pouring a bunch of the oil onto the big surfaces and then wiping it in with the pad. It seems like the more the better in most cases. The only spot I noticed an issue is towards the edges. If it started to run a little bit off the edge and it sat there, it seemed to dry, it got a little darker on those runs. So try to keep it from running. So now I'm gonna go ahead and let it sit for 12 hours. So we'll let that happen. In the meantime, I like to use some saran wrap. I'm gonna wrap my pad and brush up in plastic just to keep it nice and moist so I can use it again tomorrow when I do the next coat. And make sure if you used a rag or any like a t-shirt or sock or anything, you wanna make sure to leave that out somewhere where it can air out. You don't want to just leave that in a wad because those can spontaneously combust, and we don't want anybody having a little fire because of this. So we'll get back to doing the next coats later, and I'm pretty happy with the first application.